What's going on, you gamers? Today I'll be going over how you can get your hands on my new favourite gun in the game, probably one of the most powerful guns in the game, the Mutineer. So if you want to make your enemies cower in fear no matter what level you're on, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. So today we're going to be delving into a weapon that's so strong that ever since I've had it, I've pretty much had the game on very hard setting. Before I was struggling a little bit, every once in a while I'd find that I didn't have the damage, but now with this weapon I don't really seem to have any issues. This weapon just hits incredibly hard. It's one of the best ones in the game, and it's also really easy to get hold of. This footage is all on very hard. I am not completely maxed out on my stats, and I can definitely invest a few more points here and there in order to maximise this weapon. However, in order to get hold of this weapon, which is why you've come to this video, you're going to want to go to Alpha Centauri, and then you're going to need to go over to the Eye. If you haven't got this yet, you may need to proceed a little bit further into the main campaign. About Harry's retired from the Crimson Fleet. This is going to start up a really nice activity where he's going to allow you to visit his house. Now the house in question is actually quite a ways off, but as far as I'm aware I had a better ship by now. I actually had the Star Eagle. If you need to know how to get that, I will chuck that top right as well. It is all the way over in this star system, the Sigma 7A, but you're going to want to make your way here through each star system singly and just keep jumping until you make it to the final one. Eventually you're going to make it to the planet of Sigma 7A, and then you're going to want to click on Vlad's Villa. At this point you're going to realise that Vlad is absolutely kitted out and his house is pretty amazing, so if you want to have a little look around you can, but the main place you're going to be going is just down the stairs here, in which you're going to have to invest 1 point into your security in order to open up this advanced lock with a digipick. Once that's done, you'll be able to delve inside where there's a whole bunch of stuff for you to pick up. In here is actually quite a bit to grab. You've got a lot of ammo. You're going to have this over here, which I'd highly recommend you pick up, which is the Crix's Journal entry free, as it's going to mean you can buy and sell items slightly cheaper than before. Like I said, have a little look around, grab whatever you want to, it's free of charge. Apparently Vlad doesn't mind you stealing off him, but the main item you're here for is going to be this one right here, the Mutineer. Also, I did forget to say, if you have a little look on the left, there will also be a weapons rack. I don't know if this one is random, but I managed to get myself a gold weapon as well as a few other nice goodies. But like I said, the main thing you're after is the Mutineer. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. You will need quite a few rounds for it, but they're also very easy to buy, as you can grab them back at New Atlantis or even at Neon in the weapon vendors. But yeah, ultimately this is definitely one of my favourite weapons. It does a massive amount of physical damage, it fires 3 bullets at once, so be careful, you will need to reload a bit, but it's usually quite fast, and the perk on it is Space Adept, plus 30% damage whilst in space and minus 15% damage whilst on a planet. Also the enhancements it comes with as standard is Magnetic Rails, Compensator, depleted uranium rounds, which is really cool, and fully automatic. You'll be able to grab a few more mods to put on here if you wanted to, as you've got 2 slots open, and ultimately I think this is one of the very strongest weapons in the game and can rival even that of the most late game weapons you can get hold of. Let me know in the comments if you think there's something that I've completely missed off the radar that's a better unique than this, but ultimately I've not had any issues tackling any of the toughest content once I've picked this up. One thing you will want to do though is stack a little bit into your ballistics, as that's really going to rank up the damage, and also investing quite a few points into pistol certification will mean you do even more damage, and the rank 4 pistol kills are going to grant 25% critical hit chance for 5 seconds. If you've got a lot of enemies around you with this weapon, you're going to absolutely mow them to pieces once that's on, and it's quite a sight to behold. But yeah, hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. Let me know in the comments if there's any that you're really enjoying using or think are overpowered, and as always, for all things gaming, take care. See you on the next day.